Hello Rog fans, and today we're ranting about something completely strange and bizarre that seems to be occurring around the world. I was at my mate's the other day and he was watching women's cricket, and I thought to myself, women's cricket? Why? Why does that even exist? And it was interesting because all the commentators were women, all the umpires are women, and all the people going around interviewing the players and stuff were all women. I thought, that's damn peculiar. Why is that? Why can't men and women play cricket together? You're hitting a ball, running a short distance and catching, and doing a bit of throwing. I don't understand. I thought, that's a bit weird. And then why is it only women are allowed to commentate on it and interview the players? That doesn't make any sense. I thought, that's a bit weird. And then a bit later on, switching over the channels to the Magic controller, and there's women's golf. And I just thought, that's damn peculiar. And all the people playing golf are women, and all the commentators are women, and all the people interviewing the players were women. I thought, well, that's damn peculiar. I thought, since when does having a uterus mean you're incapable of hitting a ball down a field and then walking to see where it is? That's really odd. And then, flicking through again, women's football. And I thought, that's damn peculiar, because all the people playing football were women, all the commentators were female, and all the people talking to any of the players or any of the managers were female. I thought, well, that's odd. I thought, since when does having a uterus impair you from kicking a ball, or heading a ball, or elbowing somebody in the face accidentally during a corner? I thought, that's very odd. I thought, maybe there's a connection here. And then the Rog was thinking, why aren't women allowed to play snooker with men? That's damn peculiar. You're only just hitting a ball. I don't see where the physiological skeletal difference between male and female would mean that females would be impaired in some way if they were playing against a male. I don't understand that. And then there's women's pool as well. That doesn't make any sense. It's the same thing again. Women's darts. What? You're just throwing a blade into a board. I'm lost. I'm lost. I thought, and again, women's darts, women's pool. I think they have that now. Again, it's only women playing it, only women commentating, only women interviewing people. Well, that's damn peculiar. And I thought to myself, how is that inclusive? That's segregation. That's blatant segregation. And it's unnecessary. I thought, well, in tennis we have balance because we've got women's tennis, men's tennis, and mixed doubles, which is also very interesting. I thought, I don't think that there's no mixed genders playing basketball, which is just a hit and run game. I don't understand that. And then the Rog thought, is there any, I'll look at my list, is there any other sports where, yeah, we've done golf, yeah, right, Formula 1, that's another one, Formula 1. Then I've got a Formula 1 for women, and I watched the race, and they gave them crap cars, and all the people driving were women, all the commentators were female, and all the people interviewing people in the pits were female. Well, that's not inclusive, is it? That's segregation. I thought, that's weird, and I thought, how does having a uterus mean you can't drive a car fast? That doesn't make any sense. And things like a touring car, exactly the same scenario. Now, the touring car have occasionally allowed females to join in, and there's no physical reason why they can't. That's just bizarre. It's just very odd, and I thought, well, where does this come from? And I thought about it, and then I thought, hold on. When we're at school, here in the UK, boys and girls aren't allowed to play sports together. For no reason. We don't get boys and girls playing football, playing rounders, playing cricket, playing rugby. It's not allowed. Why isn't it allowed? Why do we have to be segregated by gender from the earliest age? That's not inclusive. There's no reason why children under the age of 14, pre-teen children, can't play sports together. Physiologically, in terms of muscle definition and stuff, they're pretty similar. It's only at puberty that the real changes start to happen. There's no reason why they shouldn't be playing together. In fact, there's no reason during puberty why they shouldn't, because it's only certain sports where males can have an advantage, so like anything involving strength like javelin or shot put. But running is pretty much even Stevens. If you're doing 200 metres or 400 metres, pretty much even Stevens. I mean, I've even heard people telling me that their children take part in gender-only cross-country running. That's insane. And I thought, hold on. When you've only got one particular half or part of the community only allowed to do one thing, and the other one's allowed to do one thing, and they're purposely segregated for no logical reason, we've got a word for that. It's called apartheid. And I thought, that's what it is. It's gender apartheid. Because there's no reason why men and women can't play football and pool and cricket and golf together. There's no reason. There's no reason why they can't do motorsport together or MotoGP. There's no reason. Especially when you're talking about vehicles, because it's not your genitals that are controlling the vehicle. It's just your arms. And the amount of strength you need to turn a steering wheel isn't that great. And if they can have Formula One for women in a gender apartheid system, and they're just as quick as the men in the crap cars, because they're purposely giving crap cars for some reason, I wonder why that is, then there's no reason. I mean, Vicky Butler Henderson, fifth gear, she was in BTCC, and she was pretty good. So I was thinking, so why? There was no reason. If you're sitting down steering a wheel, what genitals you've got are irrelevant. If you're running down a street, what genitals you've got are irrelevant. I thought, it doesn't make any sense. Potting a ball, throwing a dart, it's meaningless. But the system likes to divide, doesn't it? So we have gender apartheid from school. Egg and spoon, I've seen egg and spoon races gender segregated. This is madness. Why are we supporting this system? It's insane. It actually, and I mean, we've got the equivalent of apartheid and here in the UK on adverts now. In pretty much every advert, it's only African and Jamaican people, and predominantly females. That's apartheid. There's no white people. What happens to the Indian people? There's loads of Indian people in this country. There's more Indian people than Africans and Jamaicans. They don't exist. And what about the Chinese community? They don't get represented anymore. You don't see them on the telly anymore. What happened to them? It's incredible. So that's what the Rog thought. We've got gender apartheid in this country. And it's all over the media. Because why would you have women's football with only women commentating? Don't men have any knowledge of football? Why can't men and women play football together? It's apartheid. It's unnecessary and it's stupid, especially when we're talking about children under the age of 14 who there's no real difference. Why are they not allowed to play together? Which is natural. It's natural for us to want to be together. We are naturally inclusive. So why are our systems of control naturally exclusive? I thought this is interesting, and it's not us who don't want women to play darts with men, who don't want women to drive Formula One cars with men. It's the institutions that run the sport who are run by gender apartheid. They don't want it. Why don't they want it? It's insane, isn't it? It's complete madness. And I thought, that's why it is. That we've got more and more of these apartheid sports coming out. And I thought this is exactly the same as happened in South Africa. It's incredible. So they're doing it with gender as opposed to race. Well, they're doing race in the adverts, don't they? Every time we see a film now, it's always a black woman who's the strong character, and any white male is just rubbish, is a moron. That's not balance, that's discrimination and racism. Blatantly. And they're the ones doing it. And it always amuses me with our control systems how we, the people, are naturally inclusive and want to be together and work together. And we tend not to see genders, we just see people. But they only see little tiny oppressive boxes They don't like people who are black. They don't like women. They don't like the disabled. They don't like old people. And so they're always segregating and separating us. And to do it to children it's just that's twisted. That's really twisted. That's incredible. So they breed division into the system. And we accept it. And there are people who are going, oh, I was watching women's football last night. Why aren't they playing with the men? When I watch SoccerAid, because that's always fun, isn't it? And they had, in the English team, they had a female football. They allowed one female in the team. Oh, that's big of these racist, sexist pigs, isn't it? And they had this one female on the team, and she was rubbish. She was a professional footballer, and she was rubbish. I mean, really rubbish. And I was surprised, because female footballers I've seen are really good, and she was hopeless. The rest of the world team, they had a singer. They had a little 5-foot singer, female, lovely personality, and she was astonishing footballer. She was fast and agile at the wing. She had great vision, great skill, great shooting. Passing was superb. I thought, that's why you want women in football. That's why you want mixed gender football, because women are naturally faster and agile. And now whippets up the ring. I thought, that's what you need in football. You need to be able to break quickly. I thought it makes sense to have mixed football, because you've got the men will be naturally good at the physics, really physical stuff like defending, where you have to be a little bit cynical. Women will be brilliant at attacking, running forwards, making space, good visual and spatial awareness, popping in the box, all that jazz. That'll be brilliant. And it doesn't matter what gender's a goalkeeper, because you've only got to catch a ball. It works. So I thought it's brilliant. And there's no reason why they can't play snooker and they can't play pool together, because it's meaningless. Gender's meaningless. And darts is meaningless. It's the system. And we support the system, and we give our children to it, because we're obviously nutters. So that was my thoughts for the day anyway. What do you think? Do you think we now have institutionalised gender apartheid in schools and in the media and in sport on purpose? And if you don't agree, that's fine. Leave a comment about that as well, because that's always useful. And what can we do about it? After all, we are the people, and there are millions of us, and there's less than 100 or 200,000 of these corrupt weirdos. So what can we do about it? Should we do something about it? Comments down below, and don't forget, it's not reality, it's YouTube.